Hey everybody, it's Adler and welcome back to Wolf Tales. Right then last I left off, a blizzard, well, hit again. And I had to go out and look for the wolf girls and bring them back to the cabin because there had to be some contrived reason, right? I mean, plot. The plot demands it. The plot demands plot. And now the plot's back in the... You know what? Never mind. Through great exertion and with much difficulty, I managed to bring Mirari and Fuya back to my cabin safe and sound. While the two girls aren't injured, it seems that they're both utterly exhausted, with Mirari still unconscious and likely running a fever. Fuyu is sick with worry and clearly overexerting herself, but otherwise appears to be fine. How's Mirari doing? Any change? In response to my question, Fuyu shakes her head. Still nothing. The princess won't wake up at all. Too bad. Well, just give her time and she'll be okay. I hope so. Fuyu sulks as she shrugs off my optimism. It seems that her concern for her friend is not so easily dismissed. You know, Mirari was in far worse shape when I found her. As long as she's kept warm and given a chance to rest, I think she'll definitely pull through. For the time being, positioning myself directly behind Fuyu, I place one hand on the girl's head. I'm worried about you, Fuyu. Me? Why would you be worried about me? Is that really so strange? You were there in that blizzard too, you know. You even went up carrying Mirari all by yourself before I got there, not to mention the panic and stress you would have been suffering from. So, how are you holding up? Trying to remember how people interact with the... It's like, been out here for so long. Trying to remember how to interact with other people. You need anything for you? Is there something I can do for you? Don't be absurd. Your concern is entirely unnecessary, human. Fuyu pouts and turns away with a red tinge to her cheeks. You should focus your attention on Mirari instead. She's the important one here, not me. I would have gladly given my life if it meant bringing her back home safe and sound. I began to rub Fuyu's head while chuckling to myself. So what you're saying is, you're so concerned for your friend's happiness that you'd give up your own life in order for her to achieve it. That isn't what I said. I just don't want the pack to suffer because of that girl's selfish whims, that's all. Yes, I understand. Soon, daddy. I continue to pet Fuyu as she sulks. Despite her usual temperament, she doesn't push my hand away, nor does she appear to dislike the contact. If she weren't so proud, she might actually give in to the feeling and lean in closer. But you know, Fuyu, as great as it is to be loyal, you shouldn't put so little importance on your own life. Just as your pack misses Mirari, I'm sure they miss you too. I know for a fact that if you were gone, Mirari would be devastated. So, don't throw your life away, okay? Take care of yourself, just need to take care of Mirari. Fade to black. After a long night of watching Fuyu fuss over Mirari, I eventually turned in for the night and go to bed. Convincing Fuyu to do the same proved surprisingly difficult. She's adamant about being there for Mirari and doesn't want to leave her side. It isn't until I convey to Fuyu that the unexpected time which Mirari will awaken, a complete lie on my it isn't until I convey to Fuyu the expected time which Mirari will awaken. Okay. A complete lie on my part that Fuyu finally agrees to rest. She snuggles up next to Mirari just as they had when they slept on the couch together previously, and before long, Fuyu's sound asleep. Those two really are a handful. Maybe I shouldn't get a pet after all. Looking after those two is already tiring enough. Well, I guess I better go see how the two are doing. If I'm lucky, maybe they'll have slept in. Despite my optimism, the very first thing I see upon entering the living room is the sight of Fuyu towering over Mirari. I made it. I'm feeling much better now. Maybe I can get up on my own. I don't care if you're feeling better. No means no. You're going to stay in bed and rest. Got it? No, but what about breakfast? I'll make breakfast. You just keep resting till I bring your portion over to you. Would that really be alright? You haven't received the same training that I have. Huh. Don't worry about me. It'll be a piece of cake. How hard can human cuisine be anyway? If Addison can make it, there's no way that someone like me won't be able to. Oh, really? That's quite the declaration there for you. Fuyu freezes at the moment she hears my voice. With great hesitation, Fuyu slowly turns her head until she's looking at me at the corner of her eye. Addison, how long have you been standing there? Long to hear your promise that you'll be making us all breakfast. Do you need me to show you where the storeroom is? Well... Fuyu averts her gaze as she tries to avoid my question. It seems this rowdy wolf girl doesn't possess her princess's knowledge of such things after all. Addison! Before I can tease Fuyu any further, Mirari calls out to me in a surprisingly assertive voice. Yes, Mirari? Ellipses. Addison, I apologize. Heh. Princess? Even I'm about to turn to stare at Mirari in surprise as she hangs her head. Even after you told me to leave, even after I resolved myself to stop prolonging on your kindness, here I am once again. I burdened you once more, forcing you to take care of me even after you've already done so much for me. I just want you to know that this is it. As soon as I'm able, I will leave this cabin and will never come back. I will not bother you ever again. Princess, despite the fact that Mirari is no agreeing to leave without a fight, even Fuyu can't accept her downhearted proclamation. If Mirari had been able to declare with a smile on her face that she would return to her pack, I would wish her well. Fuyu would happily lead her along, the duo would return home, and that would be the end of it. Given Mirari's current state of mind, however, think before you speak, Mirari. If you say something that's stupid, there's no one will let you leave. That's it. Addison? Listen to me, Mirari. This is twice now that you've almost died because you've gone out unprepared. Weather's been unpredictable lately, the paths have changed, and half the snow underfoot is unstable. I'm not going to be held responsible for you running off to your death, Mirari, so until I say otherwise, the two of you are staying right here with me. Got it? Yeah. You mean that we can stay? I nod in confirmation. But Princess, did you hear that? We can stay here after all. Oh, it's such a relief. Yes, Princess, I'm also... I mean, I'm happy for you, Princess. If you must linger a while for the sake of your recovery, then I have no choice but to keep you company. The two girls join hands and bounce on their heels, wearing expressions of joy as they do. Contrary to Fuyu's words, it seems she's just as relieved as Mirari. You're so transparent, Fuyu. Can't you just honestly say that you don't know how to get home and you're afraid of putting Mirari in danger again? No, because then she wouldn't be a pattern tsundere. Chuckling to myself, I move closer to the two girls. Remember, this is just until the weather clears up and you're able to make your way back home. I'll be listening to the radio every day for any mention of the snow being cleared away or the weather improving. Understood. We shan't overstay our welcome a second time. When the time is right, we'll leave without a fuss. By the time noon has rolled around, the weather outside seems to have improved. Not to the point where I have any confidence in making a long trek, but at the very least it seems as though I'll be able to scout out the area. Alright, I should take this opportunity to check out the new landscape. In particular, I'll see if the path Mirari and Fuyu were taking yesterday is cleared up at all. After confirming on the radio the weather is set to remain unchanged for the rest of the day, I begin to put on my boots and coat. Addison? Where are you going? Oh, Mirari. I was just going to check out the terrain, not that the weather has stabilized for a bit. I'll be back before long. I'll come with you. No, you won't. I gently flick Mirari on the forehead as if to punish her for saying something unreasonable. You just stay put and recover. I don't want you overexerting yourself. But I can't just continue to leech off your kindness like this. I need to make myself useful. It's the least I can do, considering everything you're doing for me. I appreciate your feelings, but if you come with me and you faint again, you're only going to cause more trouble. Alright, sulks as I point out the major flaw in her offer without hesitation. Listen, I know it's kind of rude to ask this of a sick person, and I'm not implying this is all you're good for or anything, but if you're really itching for something to do, why don't you clean up a bit or make lunch when I get back? Only if you're feeling up to it, of course. Yes, absolutely. It'll be my pleasure, Addison, thank you. No, you really don't need to thank me for assigning you chores. I'm not even giving you an allowance for it, so don't. Without wasting a moment, Mirari skips over to the storeroom where I keep all the cleaning supplies. It seems the specter of illness means nothing to Mirari after all. Dressed suitably, I head into the store. Into the snow. Into the snow! Stop it up, hop, ha ha ha. Words can't speak English, god damn it! Hi. I'm a feckless little fuck. As I go to close the door behind me, however, I feel something block my way. Hey, watch it, Addison. Oh, I'm sorry, Fuyu. Fuyu pushes past me, and this time I close the door for real. Wait a minute. What are you doing here, Fuyu? What? Do I need your permission to go outside? Well, no, I guess not. But given the timing, it's like you were following... You're going to check out the train, aren't you? To see what's changed and where you can get through? If you're going to try and reach our den, then you'll need a guide, and I can hardly allow the princess to go given her current condition. I never said anything about visiting your den. Fine, you can come along. Just don't get too far ahead. I... No. I was about to say I should get a release. No. Okay, no, it'd have to be at least a body harness. That way I wouldn't choke her. That's terrible. What the fuck is wrong with me? Fuyu runs off before I can finish speaking. Oh well, if she's this lively, it shouldn't be a problem. Besides, I was planning on checking out the path those girls took yesterday. I guess the only change of plans that I know I'll be doing with company. Yay! After following Fuyu, I soon reached the stretch of snow where I found the two girls yesterday. While visibility has certainly improved, the path itself is still blocked off. At a glance, it doesn't seem like there's any way to get through. Still no good, huh? Maybe if I... Nah, that'll work. I hate to break it to you, Fuyu, but it doesn't look like you'll be getting through here. Not today, at least. I know. Even so, I can't just give up and return empty-handed. What would the princess say if I return without securing a route from home? She'll probably be relieved. You may want to go back as soon as possible, but I get the feeling Mari isn't so keen. Whether she wants to return or not, the princess understands we must. As such, it's my duty to ensure that the return is made possible. Well, good luck with that. Unless you have a snowplow handy, I don't think you'll be getting through here anytime soon. Are you digging? Fuyu, you cannot dig your way through. Not that attitude. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Seriously. Please wait for the snow to melt a bit. Trying to dig through there right now must be like clawing your way through stone. Don't underestimate the might of... Fuyu suddenly jumps up and fights as some of the piled up snow falls onto her. It seems that having Fuyu dig at the base of the snow has caused it to shift under its own weight. Are you alright, Fuyu? No, don't laugh at me, human. Sorry, it's just the way you shrieked like that. Okay then. Snowball fight. Whoa! I dodged at the last second as the snowball narrowly misses my head. What are you doing, Fuyu? You could have hit me. That's the point, you fool. Fuyu's second snowball clips my shoulder, knocking me off balance. You little... Nya, stupid human. That's what you get for making fun of... Huh? Without rising to my feet, I quickly ball up some snow and hurl it towards Fuyu, just barely missing her torso. What the heck do you think you're doing? Throwing a snowball. What does it look like? You can't do that. I'm the one throwing snow at you. What are you, a little kid? I don't need your permission to defend myself. Hup! Yeah, stop that right this instant. Make me. Fine then. We'll see how you like it when I throw a snowball at you. Well, yeah, that's how this fight started. Whoa! I look to the side as Fuyu throws in the snowball at my head. The moment I correct my posture, Fuyu has already started to ball up another, and she's getting ready to throw it. Sheesh, give me a break. How can you do that so quickly? Someone who wears those ridiculous things in their hands will never be able to match my speed. Oh yeah? We'll see about that. Hup! Nyahaha, too slow. Should I give you a handicap, human? Don't underestimate me. Before I realized that I find myself becoming more and more invested in the outcome of my snowball fight with Fuyu. What starts as a cheeky bit of fun quickly develops into an intense showdown, with both sides putting in far more effort than one would expect. As strange as it may seem, I'm actually having fun. Spending every day out here struggling to stay warm and keep my supplies up, I sometimes forget about the upsides of being surrounded by snow. When was the last time I even thought about having a snowball fight, or making snow angels, or engaging in any of those fun yet childish activities? Well, the snowball fight thing would require the people, so you could have just mentioned making a snowman or something. Maybe this place doesn't have to be the barren wasteland I always think of it as after all. Gah, missed me! Stop moving! Not gonna happen! Fuyu turns around and wiggles her butt in my direction, mocking me. Oh yeah, okay. At that moment, I reveal a second snowball hidden behind my back and throw it as quickly as I can. Kid? Gotcha! Did you have to throw it there? The snow is dripping into my pants. It's really cold. So wear proper clothing next time. It's not my fault you're dressed like that. Fuyu dances around, trying to shift the snow that's trickled under her clothes. A few small pieces of snow fall out, but judging by the expression on her face, there's still more to come. Chance! Huh? What are you doing? Can't you see that I'm preoccupied? Blah, 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 I can't talk. That's exactly what makes this such a perfect opportunity. Hup! Yeah, stop it! Make me. Despite her complaints, Fuyu laughs happily as she dodges my opportunistic onslaught. Dodging while simultaneously removing snow from under her clothes, Fuyu displays dexterity I can only dream of possessing. And there, that's the last of it. You'd better prepare yourself now, Addison. Grinning from ear to ear, a playful smile adorns Fuyu's face as she hurriedly begins to crit the snowball. No matter what she says, it's clear to me that she's having fun. Fuyu may be abrasive and direct, but it looks like even she has a fun side. She is also pretty cute when she smiles, and it's evident that she cares deeply about Mirari. My first impression of Fuyu might have been wrong after all. What a wonderful moment for a monologue about this. Introspection at the most inopportune times. If Fuyu were just a little bit more honest and a little less defensive, she might actually make a pretty good housemate. Upon return to the cabin, Fuyu and I are greeted by the delicious smell of home cooking. Awaiting us in the kitchen is Mirari, who seems to have just finished cooking as we return. Without wasting any time, Mirari greets the two of us, places 3 bowls on the table, and invites us over to eat. This is so good. Nothing like a hot meal after playing around in the snow. Playing around? I thought the two of you were going to check the terrain. No, I wasn't playing exactly. It's more like a grudge match. A grudge match? Between whom? Relax, Mirari, this is Fuyu acting tough. We're having a snowball fight. That's... Enough out of you. Fuyu covers my mouth in a fluster. Unfortunately for Fuyu, she's already far too late. A snowball fight? How marvelous! Oh, how I wish I could have joined you. I pull Fuyu's hands away from my mouth and smile wryly at Mirari. Sorry, we didn't mean to go off and have fun without you. And I'm not blaming you. In fact, I'm pleased to see the two of you getting along so well. Getting along? Who's getting along? Baka. I was simply defending my honor, that's all. You were getting your ass handed to you. Please, you were begging for mercy, little girl. Bleh. Fuyu sticks her tongue out towards me, but that'd be more of a mlim. Then returns to eating her lunch. Sighing in defeat, I pick up my fork and start to do the same. After taking a few bites, I realize I'm being watched. As I raise my head, I find that Mirari still isn't eating. Instead, she's simply watching me with a satisfied look on her face. Aren't you gonna eat as well? No, I like to watch. It can't be that interesting just to watch us eat. Oh, but it is. It brings me great joy to watch others enjoy my cooking. Is that right? Do you cook for this often? No, I'm afraid not. I've been practicing for years, but it's rare for me to get the chance to feed anyone. Oh, right. You said something about undergoing training before. But if you never get the opportunity to put your skills to use, what's the point in training? They've already mentioned that. It's the whole mate thing. They will be put to use. Oh, that sounds pleasant. Really? When will that... Seconds! Before I can finish speaking, Fuyu, very, what's the word? Damn it, it's... Fuck. What's the word? Timing! Whatever. Thrusts her bowl between Mirari and I. As I glance at the bowl, I realize there is still a small amount of food left in the bottom, and Fuyu is chewing as she speaks. Oh, yes. Right away. Gosh, Fuyu, you're never full, are you? Nope, I need all the energy I can in order to do my job. So feed me well, princess. It's for your own benefit. Of course. I'll get right on that. Cute. Watching the conveniently timed interaction... Convenient. God damn it. It's a fucking simple last word. Fuck. Between the two, I realize that Mirari doesn't want to talk about the subject we were discussing any further. And for my part, I'm happy to drop the matter. It's depressing. I don't need to know every aspect of these girls' lives. If there are things they don't want to tell me, then that's perfectly fine. As long as the 3 of us can get along together, the finer details can be happily forgotten. Bye-bye. And I'm going to end the episode on that note. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.